Hello guys, welcome back to another video here in the channel. Today I'm actually not bringing, just a sneaker review. I want to show you basically my past month and a half, 2 months cops, okay, which I actually didn't really show you most of them. I think I did review on only 2 of them, so the other 2 I copied quite recently. So I want to show you the sneakers, talk you a little bit about the sneakers and why I bought them really, and maybe you feel inspired to buy them too or not. Okay, maybe you see the sneaker and say, that sneaker is really not for me, right? So I'm your guy, so let's go ahead and show you the sneakers. So actually one of the first sneakers that I bought, I think this was 2 months ago, and to be honest, this is growing. This sneaker has grew on me so much lately, for various reasons, right? First, I didn't even enter the raffle when this dropped, okay, because I'm not a huge fan of black sneakers, but when I started seeing reviews and I actually saw this on end, man, I couldn't miss this shoe. For me, it's definitely a candidate of a shoe of the year. Okay, that's just my opinion. I know that the shoe of the year actually was the Brick by Brick Force, which for me it's definitely the shoe of the year. But this one's for me is like like second. Okay, because I do love this sneaker and the versatility of this sneaker, right? This is a sneaker that you can basically wear with anything. It can be your daily shoe. The quality on the leather on this shoe is amazing. Actually, let me show you. Okay, so this shoe, the quality of the leather, you can see that the leather is buttery, man. This leather is just really good. It's crazy how Nigel is bringing with these collabs, Nike and Nigel. This shoe is just so good, man. I can start I can if I start talking about this sneaker and how good it is, maybe you guys a video won't be enough. But for me, this is definitely a good candidate of a top 2, let's say, shoe of the year, just because of the versatility and the quality on this shoe is insane. And just look at the details. These are called Better With Time, okay? This is a collab with Nigel and Nike, okay? So, for me, this shoe is just, it represents, basically a lot. The storytelling behind this shoe, it's quite nice. Let me show you the 2 pairs actually paired together, okay? So the storytelling on this shoe is really nice, and you can see that again. Can you see the details? No, they are kind of pre-worn. Of course they are not pre-worn, but you know what I mean, right? They have marks all over the shoe. On this one you have this mark right here. This one you have another one right here, if you can see it properly, and on the front as well. And just overall this shoe just looks amazing. Some details, it says biking inside, I think you can see. The cream laces really do it for me. These look basically a Margielas without being Margielas. So for me this shoe is amazing. You can basically use this shoe with anything. You can put a suit with this shoe, right? And this shoe will pop. You can put a streetwear fit with this shoe and this shoe will pop. So for me this is definitely almost a 10 out of 10 for me, really. I mean, it's a 10 out of 10 for me, really. I love this shoe so much, guys. So yeah, this was one of my cops. I absolutely love this shoe, and that's pretty much it. I think you can tell that I really love this shoe. Yeah, let's go to the next one. The other shoe that I think you can see from the behind, it's a Travis Scott shoe, and it's actually a Jumpman. And this shoe right here, guys, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I paid little, probably almost nothing over retail for this shoe, and I bought this shoe like 2 weeks ago. Okay, I actually bought them on StockX. Okay, this is not sponsored, okay, no worries, but I actually bought them from StockX. For some reason they appeared and they popped up at retail price, or I think it was $10 over retail price, and I couldn't miss it because this shoe really grew on me a lot. Okay, and I will do a separate review just on this shoe because I do feel that this shoe didn't actually got the love that it deserves. Okay, Me personally, when I saw this and first time sitting on the sneakers app, I was like, this shoe is not for me. The bright green or the bright yellow, depending on how you see it. For me it's green, but you know, the bright color here, it's not for everyone really, you know. This is kind of slimy color, it's not for everyone, you know. You can clearly see that this is, you know, not for a regular guy, because they are not hard to style, but they are kind of hard to style, and that's something that definitely plays a role, right? So let me just show you here a little bit close up. You can see that the quality on this shoe, it's pretty much a standard Jumpman jack. But one thing that I really like about this shoe is that the contrast between the black, the beige, okay, or the sail, and everything that it basically has, the contrasts are just, you know, amazing. And you know what? I haven't really swapped my laces yet, but this shoe with the black lace, with black laces, this shoe pops a lot, guys, a lot. This shoe is pretty amazing. I really like this shoe. And one thing that you need to trust me on this is, if you have the doubts on buying this, you know, and you are like, I want to buy, but maybe I don't want to buy because they are hard to style and so on. Guys, get the shoe while you can with the price that it has right now, okay? I'm pretty sure, okay, I'm not a reseller, I don't care about resale prices and all of that, but I'm pretty sure that this shoe will pop anytime soon, okay? So, you know, if I were you, if you want to add this to the collection, you should, okay? Just another little close up here, okay? You can see that this shoe is really, the quality basically is really nice as well. You can see that the buttery leather, right? This shoe is great, guys, really. This shoe is really great. So, you know, if you want it, you should get it, in my opinion. I love this shoe, really. Next one. The next shoe, actually I already did a review here in the channel, I will leave the video somewhere, but are the Chicago lows, okay? Yes, I did a lace swap for my Union 1 laces and I do not regret it. These look way better with cream laces, so you know, they are kind of cream sail laces, but just look at the details. They definitely pop differently, right? And this shoe, it's crazy how the shoe that, you know, this shoe is a Chicago colorway. Usually Chicago colorways, they do skyrocket in price as well, but what I find strange is, you know, a couple years back, if you would show this shoe, I think they are actually reselling, the first edition of this shoe is actually reselling at 1K plus, which is crazy. And this one is sitting on store, so if you want to grab this shoe, you can just go into a store and they will probably have your size. This is crazy. This is a low, this is a Chicago colorway. I know that the storytelling behind this shoe, it's basically none, but just because it's a low and it's so versatile, you can put this shoe basically on a daily basis. I've been actually rocking this on a daily basis right now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to Amsterdam really, you know, I think in 2 days time, and I will wear this shoe probably, I don't know, on a daily basis again, you know, and I will walk a little bit, and they are actually comfortable, I'm not gonna lie. I know that you guys are gonna say, oh, Jordan 1 lows, they are not comfortable at all. Guys, I don't know, right? But you know, I don't use crease protectors on the shoes. I just take care of them and I try to rotate them as best as possible, and I find it comfortable. You know, just use some bulkier socks and these ones will look fire as well and will hug your feet. So, you know, again, this shoe is pretty amazing. I do not regret this cop, not a single time, you know. So happy I got them and they are now in my collection. And actually this is the last part that I bought recently, and these are the black cats. Okay, I think you can see there's actually a review on my channel as well with the black cats, and this shoe is crazy, guys, crazy. This is one of the best shoes for me, one of the best Jordan 4s, okay? And again, I'm not a huge fan of black shoes, but these ones just, you know, the contrast between the Nubuck black and, you know, the glossy black on here, it's just crazy. I think they look really nice. They did a great work again with this shoe. Quality wise, I mean, they could have been suede instead of Nubuck. I'm not a huge fan of this Nubuck, especially because I do think I'm not sure if this stains or not your pants, but anyway, if if you wear them a lot, of course, with rain and so on, I'm pretty sure that they will stain your pants. But you know, if you rotate them often, I don't think you will have that problem. I think there are products as well that you can use on this, you know. I will actually do a video on how I clean my sneakers and how I maintain them so clean. But basically, you know, this is probably the last cop I did, and it was this month, like two weeks ago, actually. You know, the review actually is 1 week old now. So, you know, I got them early, actually. I had exclusive access, and I just love the shoe, okay? This shoe is really good. Really, really good, guys. And, you know, for winter time and for autumn, you know, you can't go wrong with a full black pair of shoes, okay? You really can. Just let me show you the soles, because, you know, I do think they look nice. Yeah. And basically, you know, these are my cops. These are just my cops from the last month or two. Okay, and I'm really happy with my cops. I think, you know, I've added them to my collection, and I'm so happy to have them in my collection. You know, I love the bright cactus, actually. I've been rocking them a lot lately, and I will change the laces to black. I'm talking about the bright cactus, by the way, this one, okay? I will change the laces to black to rock them a little bit more. I've been wearing actually the bricks as well a lot, basically on a daily basis, even to my IT work, you know, I've been wearing these because these just go with any type of fit, okay? And, you know, actually, again, I rotate these a lot. My lows are probably one of my most worn sneakers, my Jordan 1 lows, because they just, you know, go with anything. And again, I haven't really worn the black cats yet, which I will do now, because I've already laced them up. I loosened the laces, so, you know. Let me know what you think about my cops, you know. I love them. Let me see what you think. Just put in the comments your favorite shoe, if you like any of these, if you changed your mind on any of these, you know. I hope that I've helped somehow. So, you know, don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next one.